Hey guys, thank you for dropping by. Hi, I'm Sravanti from the Aquarian Diaries and welcome to another video on my channel. If you are into anything art, be it art hauls, reviews, or just plain art tutorials, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Today, we're going to go through, yes, you guessed it right, my art haul for the months January to March. And without any further delay, let's get started. So the first category is paper and sketchbooks. For this art haul, I wanted to try out new watercolor sheets, so I bought the Saunders Waterford. This is the 16-inch cross 12-inch watercolor pad. I also bought some handmade sketchbooks from these really talented artists in India. This is one in the square format and one in the landscape format. And I also bought another sketchbook from another artist, very well made. This one is the Fabriano watercolor paper, and I'm just showing you the first page and another study I'm in the process of completing. What I love about these sketchbooks is how they lay flat on the table, so it makes it really easy to paint on them. And the size is very convenient to be a travel sketchbook in itself. Up next are the brushes. I did go ahead and splurge a little bit on my gouache brushes. If you haven't seen my previous video where I talk about my favorite art supplies, I'll have that linked in the description box. But basically, I had mentioned there that I used very cheap brushes for my gouache and I was thinking of upgrading. So I went ahead with buying the Princeton Aqua Elite and the Princeton Velvet Touch for my gouache brushes. I also went ahead and splurged a lot on my watercolor brushes, a few from the Silver Brush Black Velvets, some Aqua Elites, some Heritage. I also did go ahead and buy this massive Aqua Elite quill brush in the size 6, a couple of liners because I go through liners real quick, and a wash brush from the Princeton Netclone range. I also bought a couple of Russian brushes from Rubloff and White Knights just to give them a try. Now, something really different were these rubber tip shapers. For my masking fluids, I usually use a very cheap craft brush, but I go through them a lot, so I wanted to purchase something that was a little more permanent, so I wanted to give them a try. Up next are the oil brushes, so I bought these from Montemart. These are the Taclon hair brushes, quite soft, and I thought they were perfect for beginners in oil. Let me see how they fare. Up next are watercolors, one of my favorite categories. I bought this set of 6 high chroma colors from Core. I think this is a US based brand, and these are the 5 ml tubes. I did swatch them out. Let me know if you want a tutorial on them. I will be more than happy to do that for you. The engrams, I have a review of that on my channel. I'll have that in my description box. So if you're interested in a short review, you can give that a watch. And if you have been following me on Instagram, you would know that I recently bought the Daniel Smith 24 half pan set. I have used this extensively in some of my art pieces. I really like their pigmentation and the flow characteristics. But something that was an icing on the cake was this additional extra 24 empty half pans, which I've started filling up with my Mijello Mission watercolor tubes. If you've watched my video where I talk about my art goals for 2022, you would know that I'm thinking about painting more loose. So this next palette, Schmnincke and the Mijello Mission watercolor tubes that I was talking about earlier, are going to be my go-to watercolors for such expressive style of paintings. Up next is my latest purchase. This is the Art Philosophy watercolor confections in the range Tropicals. I really like the vibrancy of the individual pans. The mixes can be a little tricky, but I've used them in some watercolor pieces which you can find in my Instagram. I know you've gotten a peek of the Mijello Mission pigments in my empty 24 half pan set, but these are the tubes. If you notice, there are more aqua shades, and painting expressive waterscapes is something I'm really looking forward to, so hence my choices. Up next are the Daniel Smith dot cards. This is the set of 238 dot cards 4 sheets and one additional which contains the extra fine watercolors. I've used them a fair bit to paint this Jungle Cruise fan art spread and also to paint the cover page of that custom sketchbook that I had shown you earlier. So basically, instead of just swatching out the colors in a blank page, I thought it was a better idea to use them in painting so that I know about the color mixes. I also went ahead and bought this set of 6 Primatech watercolors. I really love the Rhodonite Genuine from this shade. Next up is another favorite of mine, Gouache. I went ahead and purchased the Winsor & Newton set of 10 introductory colors. If you've been here on my channel for some time now, you would know that I had purchased the Mijello Mission White Glass Gouache last year, and that was it. I had a lovely time working with them, but I wanted to check out what else is there in the market. So yeah, I had the Winsor & Newton, and for the last bit, this is the Holbein set of 84, a massive, massive package that I have to thank my husband for gifting me on my birthday. I mean, just look at the rainbow shade of color. This has 4 rows of 12 shades each, and it also has some shimmery gouache, which I did not have any from the Mijello Mission, and also some unique shades that I'm really, really excited to try. And I would be really looking forward to using them in my sketchbook. If you know of my art goal, you would know what I'm referring to. And of all the things I've bought this quarter, I think this is the one I was really waiting for since a long time. And the last category, oil colors. Now I went ahead and bought these really cost effective oil colors from this Indian brand called Camel. And I also bought some mediums, Camsol and Galkid to try out. And that brings us to the end of the art haul. Thank you so much for sticking by. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.